which were stricken from the measure by the lower chamber. Here's an Associated Press bulletin just handed me. 100 persons die and 2,500 are injured every 24 hours in traffic accidents, the National Safety Council said today, in a survey which shows Los Angeles has the nation's worst accident record.
I was only doing 30. Why don't you be reasonable?
That's 5 miles over the limit, but I clocked you at 45.
Well, I know how fast I was going. My word's as good as yours. Listen, Copper, I'm not afraid of that uniform. I could get you fired for this.
Okay, chum, the name's Chuck Reinecke, badge 193, Los Angeles Police Department. You'd be doing me a favor. Might be better off at that. Of all the thankless jobs. You're supposed to be here to protect people, but they act like a cop was their natural enemy. Well, most people, that is. People who don't hate cops are scared of cops. They should be scared without them. You have to get off the highway occasionally or you find yourself leading a parade. That's what it is, a parade. 27 cars passing there every minute. Average speed 51 miles an hour. 40 years ago, it was 8 cars a day. Top speed 26 miles an hour. 50 years ago, there were wagons averaging 26 miles a day. 60 years ago, that road was a cattle trail. People traveling 1,000 miles like they once went 50. Speeding up their lives. People going a mile a minute to work or play, out for the job, or getting away from it all. Going home or looking for greener pastures. A new generation, freed from limitations of time and space. A nation on wheels. A nation going places. Give him a car, and every man's a king on the highway.
Calling Unit 71T, Jefferson La Brea, ambulance traffic, code 3.
But there's so many of them, the king has to watch out not to get trumped. Years ago, there were no automobiles. Now, we have 30 million. 3/4 of the world's automobiles in the United States, driving us faster, bringing the people closer to each other, and the country closer to the people. Speed, progress, good for the automobile. 1.25 million automobiles in Los Angeles. More automobiles than anywhere else in the world. Good for us. This is where 2 out of every 5 people possess high-speed motor cars. But sometimes the cars seem to possess the people. pleasure cars. We have 1.25 million of them. Cars are good for business too, they say. Whenever you have a little shopping to do, you can hop in your car and roll downtown. Then the only problem is to get out of the car. This is the place with the most automobiles. Only we haven't found enough places to put them. The automobile is a good, tough machine. There are times when it seems stronger than we are. Times when I wonder whether we are driving the car or if the car is driving us. We have pedestrians, of course, who keep away from automobiles. They try to keep away from them. Yes, we've got more automobiles than anywhere. And with them, we got more traffic tangles and more tangled nerves. But it's progress, you know. Didn't we get what's good for us? How could we ever have lived without the automobile? We find one that exactly suits us. And we take that car for better or worse. We take it into our life. Lavish it with affection. It becomes a part of us. A partner in our daily chores. In our pleasures. And in our most intimate affairs. Yes, there's something very personal about an automobile. It assumes the characteristics of its driver. You can follow a car for a mile or two and know the best, or the worst, about the person at the wheel. irresponsible, the selfish, the bully, the thoughtless, the absent-minded, the dope. In the newspapers, accidents are always something that happened to somebody else. And statistics are only a lot of figures. But every one of them has to die a personal death. Everyone has to personally feel the pain. Good drivers? Sure. They're all good drivers. But one good driver sometimes meets another good driver at an intersection. He's always been a very good driver. It's just that he didn't see that stop sign. It's just that that other car was coming faster than he calculated. The driver was in a hurry. He was going fast when he hit the woman. So fast he couldn't stop until his car had dragged her 20 feet. It happened so fast he didn't have time to think. Now there'll be time to think. Good drivers? Sure. It's just that they were late for the dentist or the hairdresser. Too busy to have their brakes fixed. Forgot their glasses and drove without them. The driver had a few beers and didn't see that parked car ahead. He was just talking, and suddenly those people started to cross the street. He's a good driver. He never had an accident before. 6 out of 10 people haven't had. But he won't ever have an accident again. Across the country, one person is killed every 15 minutes. One is injured every 30 seconds. Day and night, as regular as the clock ticks. He had the right of way. Dead right he was. But now he's as dead as if he was wrong. It doesn't really matter now, even if it was the other fellow's fault. Nothing matters now. Sure, he's a good driver. He was a good driver. But now his epitaph is only a pin at the intersection of Washington and Vermont. Who'll be next? Who knows? It might be me. Motor Officer Lockhart got it 10 weeks after he returned to the force from 30 months in the South Pacific. He's been here 5 weeks and he doesn't know yet whether he'll ever ride again. Sure, we've got to have automobiles, and more automobiles. They'll take us where we want to go. Or they'll take us where we don't want to go. If we can't live without automobiles, can't we learn to live with them? Your kids and mine would stand a better chance of living if they could learn safety education in school. They ought to have bigger and better engineered highways. More uniform traffic regulations and driver licensing. More and better trained traffic officers for adequate, strict, and impartial enforcement. These things will help, but not enough. It's not the automobiles, but the people in them. That's our trouble. Every car reflects the character of its driver. It's the kind of people we are that determines our manners in the driver's seat. The foot on the accelerator, the hand on the wheel.
A guy nearly hit me back there. He was doing at least 70. Why don't you fellas do something to stop this reckless driving?
We do what we can. Some that get away from us, we catch later at the morgue or the hospital. Anyway, stopping cars won't stop reckless driving. That's up to the driver. And too many of them have to learn the hard way.